everybody, my name is Spirit Star, and in today's video, I'll finally be showing you my first movie. It's very short, but I hope you guys like it. Let me just put the title, and then we should be able to get the movie. Oh, sorry about that. Okay, there we go. So the name of the movie is called Pokemon Pandring. It's basically my own Pokemon that I created. I'll get into detail about the movie. So yeah, let's get this party started. I hope you guys like it. Okay.
Hi, my name is Pandring. Will you be my friend? I don't have the time. Sorry. Hey, wanna be friends? Yay!
So yeah, guys, it's kind of short. Being is that the school that I was going to in New York Film Academy, our movies had to be no more than 30 seconds because obviously it will be too much work to do a minute or 2 minutes because it would be too much work for us. So it's mandatory that we do projects of at least 40 seconds or less, or 30 seconds. You know, that's the least amount of time that we have to make our movies. As for the Pokemon Pandring, let me just get an image of Pandring. I'll get into detail about Pandring. Let's see. Do I have an image of Pandring? I think I do, if I'm not mistaken. It's should be somewhere around here. This one's I think this is it. Let me. Okay, image. Whoa, there we go. Oh wow, it's a very large image. Okay, give me a second to just make it smaller. So yeah, I'd have to make the image much smaller because it's too big. Okay, give me a second here. That's weird. The image doesn't come up, unfortunately. Okay, let me just get the image again. Browse and Pandring. Sorry about that, guys. The image is not showing up, so I would have to get another image of my Pandring. I don't think I have another image. Unfortunately, I don't. So let me see. Unfortunately, I don't. Sorry about that. Anime. Sorry guys, I don't have an image of Pandring. I have it in my tablet. Let me just get my tablet so then I could show you a picture of of the drawing I did. So yeah, let me just get my tablet and then I'll be able to show you guys who Pandring is. So yeah guys, just give me a second. I have an image of Pandring in my... Okay, here we go. So this is basically Pandring. I drew him basically. I wanted to create a Pokemon that's fan base kind of. Being that I obviously love red pandas because obviously they're so cute and you know they're very playful and stuff. So this is my Pandring, which I drew. It took me a while to actually, you know, to do that. What can I say about Pandring besides? I'll try to get the image again. Cause yeah, I think I have a picture in Facebook of Pandring, but um, this is... So yeah, let me just get my Pandring. I don't think it's gonna come up because it's kind of weird that it's not showing up. Yeah, unfortunately it's not showing up, so sorry about that guys. As for the story behind Pandring, basically he's a Pokemon that I created. He exists within my Pokemon universe, not anybody else's. It would be cool if um the Pokemon Company would implement him, but I don't think that's gonna happen because they create their own ideas and even if you were to send them a whole bunch of fan art and stuff like that, it would be very rare that they would actually implement a fan-made Pokemon. Very rare. Like in some instances, yeah, they have created fan-made Pokemon. Um, like some third gen Pokemon, some of them are actually fan-made. Not very much though. It would be kind of rare that they would actually implement a fan-made Pokemon into the whole Pokemon timeline, their timeline. As for Pandring, he's personally of my Pokemon universe. Because, yeah, I play Pokemon games and everything, but the Pokemon games that I play, they're within their own timeline. As for Pandring, he's within my Pokemon timeline. You know, he's basically my favorite Pokemon. Most likely, yeah, I'll be kind of adding it to the outro or intro, either way. So yeah, within my universe, Pandring is basically Pandring is Pokemon 000. Uh, yeah, I obviously wanted to create that. He would be the first Pokemon in all of generation, you know, in my universe, because he's the first Pokemon I started out with. And not in my Pokemon games that I play, because that's a completely different timeline. But he was my starter Pokemon. He was the only starter Pokemon that you would actually start out with. Kind of like in Pikachu. They give you the Pikachu, and that's the only Pokemon you would start out with. You couldn't pick any other. As for so he's Pokemon 000. He's known as the Lucky Panda Pokemon. Uh, Let me just get a kind of format so I could explain. Let me just get my Pokédex so then I could know what I'm describing, you know, because obviously I use my application for describing Pokemon, and this Pokemon exists within my own timeline, so the stats are a bit different, but it's actually pretty cool that I've created the base stats and everything. So yeah, I'm just using Bulbasaur as a kind of reference. His name is Pandring. He's a fairy, a fairy, and if I remember, fairy steel. No, sorry about that. Fairy psychic. There you go. Being that Pandring has a floating ring and a star on his back, makes him a fairy and a psychic, because obviously the ring on his head doesn't touch his head, it kind of floats. He's known as the Lucky Panda. He's Generation 0, which is, I would call it Generation X because he doesn't exist within the Pokemon universe and stuff, so Generation X. His egg group is, let me see, let me look up another Pokemon that's kind of cute, like let's see, there we go, something like that. So his egg group is Field, his capture rate is 50, and his EV yield is 3 points. 3 points going towards, being that he's a fairy, special attack. And his gender ratio, he has no gender. He's kind of like a legendary, kind of. What else can I say about him? As for his Pokédex entry, okay, I could try to create something, but unfortunately, I have all the ideas in my brain, and Pandring is basically my Pokemon. So, this Pokemon is said to be a very lucky Pokemon. Anybody that is to befriend Pandring would become lucky as well. And as for its shiny, I haven't came up with that yet. The colors would be a bit different. It would be kind of, let me see, okay. The only thing that would change would be its rings. Like the ring around his head would be like a platinum color or white. It would be a bright white color, and the star would turn gold basically rather than being blue. Because I could show the movie again, which is... Okay, let me just go back. Let me just show you the movie again. So yeah, that's... So yeah, the ring would turn whitish, and let me just show you the movie again. Here we go. So yeah, that's Pandring. The ring would turn white.
Hi, my name is Pandring. Will you be my friend? I don't have the time. Sorry. Hey, wanna be friends? Yay!
So as in the movie, when you befriend Pandring, he would transform to his true form, and the star on his back basically would turn white as well. Like it would be a white star. That would be basically a shiny type. Okay. So yeah, I kinda added that music because obviously he would transform and everything. So let me just take that image off. Let me get back to the Pokemon thing, which was I think it was Growlithe that I was using. Where's Growlithe? Ah, there we go. Okay. And as for its base stats, its HP is 80. Well, all his stats are 80 because being that he's a legendary type, he's kind of legendary. Yeah, let's just say he's a legendary Pokemon. So I basically started out with a legendary Pokemon. That's level 5. Its HP is 80, its attack is 80, its defense 80, special attack 80, special defense 80, and speed 80. So that would be 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 45. It would be 530. And it does not evolve in its abilities. Let me just get abilities. I have not come up with any abilities yet. Let me just go to abilities. It's I would have to come up with abilities of. Oof. I'll come up with it later. I'll most likely, build the base stats and stuff and kind of just put it on there because Pandring was actually my idea, but at the time I just came up with the physical aspect of this Pokemon. So I would most likely make up the stats as well. Obviously I love this Pokemon because I created it myself, and obviously I created a movie of him. I'll most likely keep working on the movie, making it longer and stuff like that. Make it a longer movie. So, okay, let me just look up abilities so then I can write them down. Let's see. What would his abilities be? I would be no. Let's see. That's weird. Uh, nah. Being that he's a fairy, I would probably let me see. No. Yeah, I'll come up with it later, but as for the story behind him is that um within my universe basically I'm the Pokemon master, and basically I in my little town I start off, you know, being about 10 years old. I come out of my home and I basically want to start my Pokemon journey. So then I go to a professor that his name is Professor Bambo, which is bamboo, obviously, because Pandring likes bamboo. So I kind of came up with the idea. No, I will not be creating any games or anything similar. I wish, but I don't have the time to create actual games of my story. Um, so yeah, I go into his laboratory and he says, Spirit, because that's obviously my name, here is your first Pokemon. So I basically take Pandring, and Pandring says, Hi! And I'm like, oh, you talk! Like, obviously, Pandring is a Pokemon. Pandring actually belonged to Professor Bambo when he when he did his Pokemon timeline, so he basically passes on Pandring. That would be kind of weird that he passes down his own Pokemon, which is weird, but okay. He basically gives me Pandring, so after that, I have Pandring and I go outside and I roam and I see a couple of Pokemon. Which in this story, um, it would be the same Kanto Pokemon that you would get like in the beginning you would get Bulbasaur, Charmander, and stuff like that. Uh, as for you would in my storyline you would battle all Kanto Pokemon. A few of them, not a lot. Because my region is a very short region. It's only like 4 cities. And basically just one gym. And then I would have to actually fly to Kanto to get my badges. You know, stuff like that. That would be my timeline. So, Pandring being my first Pokemon in battle. Being that he doesn't evolve, I would have him till level 100. And after max happiness, he would gain a star, and his um his base stats would increase significantly. Yes, he would be quite a strong Pokemon. Not only that, it would take a very long time to get max happiness because his happiness basically starts at 5. Being that Pandring is a very friendly Pokemon, um, 5 would be decent. Because obviously he's a very happy Pokemon, so 5 would be a decent. For other Pokemon, 5 would be bad because they would be extremely angry Pokemon. But as for Pandring's case, he's extremely happy and friendly. He would be friendly, but not overly friendly. Once you get to know this Pokemon, he will be stronger and he would love you a lot more. You know, he would, after a few years, he would be like saying, I love you and stuff like that. And I would be like, oh, like, wow, this Pokemon actually loves me. Like, uh-oh. So let's get back into the story. So after having Pandring and battling in my region, which is a very small region, basically just 4 cities. There's my city, then there's 4 more going upwards, you know, and then that's it. And then once I've reached the fourth city, there would be like, there is no more Pokemon here. We want you to travel to Kanto, which is very far away from where I live. So I would have to start out in Kanto as a new trainer, along with my Pandring. Because all of the regions that would exist in Pokemon, in the Pokemon universes that we play as, like Kanto, Johto, Hoenn, Sinnoh, Unova, Kalos, and Alola. I just added Alola into my Pokemon timeline. I'll most likely be creating a story for that. So after getting to the 4th city, I would take a boat because obviously, even though I do have a flying type Pokemon, it would take quite a while to get there. With all that animation of flying from my region. Obviously I haven't created a name for my region because just so you know, my region is actually pretty close to Unova. Somewhat close, so yeah. So yeah, after I got into the 4th city, I would take a boat to Kanto, and I would get my badges there and collect Pokemon as well. Which, by the way, in Kanto, we could find every single Gen 1 Pokemon, including Mew. Because you would find Mew, you would just have to go to a secret underground thing. Because he exists within my universe, so you would have to go to this underground, like in Mewtwo. You would have to go underground and you would see him floating right there and you would capture him. In the other Pokemon universes, you would have to get him through special event. Not in my universe. In my universe, you could actually capture him. He would be the last Pokemon you encounter. So after getting the badges and capturing all the 1st gen Pokemon and actually befriending all the Pokemon, because that's what you have to do in order to become a Pokemon Master. You would have to master the Pokemon and actually befriend all of them, all 150. 151 to be exact. Which I've done in every single game. You would have to train up and kind of master them and know their base stats and all that, and know how to battle and all that. Which would take a very long time. But yeah. Sorry about that. So then I would move on to Gen 2 and capture all the Gen 2 Pokemon. Celebi as well. Same thing. You know, do the same thing over and over and over. You know, capture all Gen 1, capture all Gen 2. And keep moving till I get to Alola, which is the last region. And hopefully I haven't I haven't implemented Mars Shadow yet because he hasn't appeared yet in my timeline. I'm still in the part where, let me just get my Pokédex. The last Pokemon is Pokemon. So the last Pokemon would be I believe, is Magiarna, which I already have in most of my games and in my timeline. And as once I've collected them all, basically I would basically all the Pokemon that I've caught all in all the regions, I would be old enough to create like this Pokemon habitat thing. Cause that's every Pokemon Master's dream, is to create a huge habitat for all the Pokemon to live there and live peacefully with other Pokemon as well. So basically in my timeline, once I get old enough, once I'm like 29, which I am now, I'm 29 now, I would have completed all 7 generation Pokemon and befriended them as well. And I would basically create this huge habitat around my region. Unless I come up with another fan-made Pokemon that I would add into my region, which is crazy, but maybe it'll happen. So yeah, I would create a basic Pokemon park that not only people could befriend Pokemon, like even legendaries as well, because legendaries have their own little place for themselves. You know, they would be there and they would be like, "Hi, look, I'm a legendary," and yeah, they would exist within that timeline, in my timeline as well. Because obviously I've played every single Pokemon game and everything, and my job is to basically befriend all my Pokemon, have them at max happiness, and basically train them to level 100, which I've done for my last games, like Pokemon X and Y, Pokemon Black and White. Like I've done everything, like complete the Pokédex and stuff like that. Like that's everybody's dream, to be a Pokemon master. You know, I'm not a Pokemon master yet, but I've completed most generations and caught every single. I've mastered quite a few Pokemon games. I don't battle competitively because obviously I'm not very competitive person. I'm very calm, you know. So yeah, that's my timeline, and Pandring is basically my first Pokemon that I've created. Even though I played Pokemon Red first, which was Charmander, my first in-game Pokemon. But as for Pandring, he's my first created Pokemon. You know, like I drew him out and everything, and then because back then I wasn't very good at drawing, and I started becoming better and better and better, and basically I created a good drawing, which is this one that I showed you guys. So yeah, guys, that's Pandring for you, and I'll most likely later on I will create a full thing of moves and everything in a future video. So yeah, guys, that does it for this video. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.